The Chinese Farmer. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away. That evening, all of his neighbors came around to commiserate. They said, "We are sorry to hear your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back bringing 7 wild horses with it. And in the evening, everybody came back and said, "Oh, isn't that lucky? What a great turn of events! You have 8 horses." The farmer again said, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to break one of the horses, and while riding it, he was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbors then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad." And the farmer responded, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers came around to conscript people into the army, and they rejected his son because he had a broken leg. Again, all the neighbors came around and said, "Isn't that great?" Again, he said, "Maybe." You never know what will be the consequences of a good fortune. It's really impossible to tell whether anything that happens in it is good or bad. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
Once there were 4 students. The 4 students hated studying. They partied and watched TV all night before their exams and planned to skip the test by lying to the professor. So they went to the dean and told him that they were at a wedding the previous night, and on their way back they had a flat tire. They continued to say that they had to push the car all the way back as they did not have a spare tire and hence were so tired themselves and were not in the position to write the exam. The dean agreed to let them take the test on a later date. Happy that they got a second chance, the 4 friends studied hard and were ready for the exam. On exam day, the dean asked the students to sit in separate classrooms for examination. The examination paper had only 2 questions for a total of 100 marks. The questions were your name and which tire of the car burst, front left, front right, rear left, or rear right. The students were astounded by all the questions in the examination and knew that there were hence people that were smarter than them. So dear kids, the moral of the story is, you may be smart, but there are people smarter than you in the world. If you like the story, don't forget to leave a huge like down below and subscribe to KAFU Kids TV for more updates. It is almost the end of the term, and Tom's parents have just received their son's school report in the post today. And they're very disappointed with him. Tom's report showed he got 4 Fs. 1 F is in math, and the others in English, biology, and chemistry. Tom's teacher, Miss Robinson, wrote a note and asked Tom's parents to meet with her. In previous years, he used to get very good grades, but lately he has been spending more time with his friends, playing with the PlayStation and spending less time studying and doing his homework. On many occasions, he has copied his friend Joe's homework just before going into class. Sometimes he just does not turn up at school. Now he's worried how his parents will react to his latest report. His parents were very disappointed in him and grounded him for 2 weeks. Tom learned his lesson and started working hard all over again. Dear kids, the moral of the story is only hard work can make you reach your goals. If you like the story, subscribe to KAFU Kids TV for more videos. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack. Jack had learned from his friends that lying was the quickest way out of any situation. So, he developed a fondness for lying and enjoyed telling small lies. When his parents caught him and warned him against telling lies, he shrugged them off, saying lies would never harm anyone. Jack's father decided to explain to him why lying is bad. Jack and his father were walking down the street with some groceries. Just then, they saw a car ramp into a bookstore. Jack's father asked a man what happened, and he replied that the car driver lied to his father that he could not see without spectacles. They were both in the car when the accident happened. The father was seriously hurt. Jack realized the huge cost of a lie and stopped lying. So, dear kids, the moral of the story is we should never lie to get out of any situation. It can even cost us our lives. If you like this video, subscribe to KAFU Kids TV for more updates.